I'm a bad gifter. I'm not good at it. Like, I'm not good at, like, I would rather just be like, what do you want? And you tell me, and I'm like, sick. That's what you're getting from me.
See, but you do that last minute too. You're supposed to do that like mid-year so that they don't remember that you even asked them that.
Yeah. I do it like last week. Like,
yeah, you do. It's the 22nd.
It's the 22nd.
Like, what do you want?
What do you want for Christmas?
Oh, well, hey there. How you doing? Oh, welcome in. Pardon me. Putting the last touches on getting ready for the episode today. Hello. How are we doing tonight? Welcome to Mustache Ride episode 48. I'm SureManCool. And that's the Dirty Tooth. Tooth, how are you? How's that mustache feeling?
It's
looking fine. Looking just fine.
Is it? I thought I needed to comb it a little more. I thought it was out of line. Is it good?
It was.
Did I get close?
Now it's solid. Yeah, get close. Not too close. Not too close. Okay. Looks good. Looks good.
Hey.
How are you doing, man?
I'm doing excellent. You know, I'm kind of, before we even start, I'm kind of pissed at you, dude.
Oh, no. We got beef?
Yeah, we got beef.
We got beef? Why?
Look at keep calm and marry on. It's got Santa Claus on. I got a reindeer over here. I got elf foot. Look at this elf foot.
What are you talking about? I love that, actually. What happened there?
He's sticking out of the tree. There's two of them. You can only see one, but there's two in there.
I thought that was like the Wicked Witch of the East.
What you gotta?
When she gets crushed by the house.
Yeah, that's it. That's what it's like, but it's an elf. But you got a Yule log burning. That's it.
I do. Yeah.
It's Christmas.
You see that?
It's Christmas.
I guess it's not on the stream. Well, on my TV back here, I have a Yule log. Yeah. What do you mean? Oh, are you talking about this? I have
just a black sweatshirt.
A Christmas. No, I mean mostly. Yeah.
It's just a black sweatshirt. Look. Oh, I thought we were done with these.
What are you talking about?
I thought we made our final D's nuts joke. We didn't.
Oh, well, you know,
last one of the year.
We're not. I guess it is the last one of this year. It's festive. It's Christmas. It's just a little far down on my sweatshirt.
It's the Grinch. I like it. I didn't see it.
I like it too.
We don't have beef anymore. Never mind.
Okay, just kidding. I could probably put some garland up around. I got some garland back here. And I have a tree. I have a little tree. It's out of camera.
Out of frame.
Out of frame. Yeah.
Oh, next year I'll get you an elf leg.
Yeah, elf legs. Okay, hold on. So also I've been noticing over the past couple episodes, I move a lot, and I have a hard time staying in frame.
Stay right there.
Okay.
Don't move.
I wonder if anybody watches the episodes, if that annoys them like it annoys me.
It's at least 3 comments an episode.
At
least.
That's the dream. That's the dream.
Quit moving so much.
I can't help it. I'm a movie guy. I move around.
Do you roll around in bed like when you sleep too? Are you like a shifter?
Maybe a little. I think so, but it doesn't bother me. Like I don't wake up upside down or anything.
I sleep like this.
Do you really?
Yeah, face down. I don't move the whole night.
No, you don't.
Yes.
You sleep face down.
Yeah.
That's a fact?
Yeah, it's a fact. I like curve the pillow and I have my hands under it, so I have just enough space to breathe. I mean, I'm still alive today, right? I slept last night. Yeah, and so I do that, every night.
Huh.
Yep.
And it works for you.
Yep, most of the time. And if I can tell when I wake up in the morning, if I haven't done that, because I'll feel like I've been hit by a bus.
Oh, so it's like your Zen.
Yeah, it's
your
my
Zen mode.
It's my moment. Yeah,
you're like putting the third eye kind of.
Yeah,
you're covering the third eye.
It's my breathing
so it can
hole.
Rest.
Yeah,
my breathing hole.
Yeah, like the.
Oh, I see. So like a massage table.
Yeah, like a massage table. Yeah,
that's what you need. That would probably be the best sleep ever.
That's true. I would have really good sleep like that.
You'd also have like a ring around your face, and that'd be really funny. Nice. Well, hey, everyone's got their sleep. I do the arm under the pillow. So like it's bed, arm, pillow, head. But then I have my pillow long ways, so I kind of like bunch it up, scrunch it up, and hug it and grab it, and then also have my arm And so I'm like all bundled up. I got my blankets up over my shoulder right next to my cheek, and I'm all just like snug as a bug. And then I don't wake up with shoulder pain, which is weird. You'd think I
Not
would,
yet.
because
Not yet.
I used to,
Yeah.
with my right shoulder. So I've started
You
sleeping on my
switched.
left side. Yeah, because otherwise I don't get good sleep if I don't sleep like that. So
Yeah, that's true. You
Yeah.
gotta get good sleep, and that's how we make such great episodes.
because we
Good
sleep so good.
So good.
So before we get into anything else tonight or today, it's not nighttime. We're doing day episodes. I love these
There's
day
light
episodes.
in your
actually.
window. I see
I
it.
know, how crazy. I need better blinds, to be honest. But
Blackout.
it's nice. Yeah, like concrete.
Yeah. Put
No
blocks.
window.
No. Yeah. Put blocks up there.
That's a good bricks.
Bricks.
Brick it up.
Brick it up.
Like how I'm bricked up over making a new video game, baby, because we're making a video game to share the love of Mustache Ride with the
Yes.
entire world.
Yes, we
Dude,
are.
You and I emptied our bank accounts.
I
To
drew out my
pay.
401k. I took out a loan.
This is serious.
I faked my death and took my life insurance policy.
Smart.
Oh, I probably.
No, that's good.
Can we edit that out?
No.
Cut that out. Team, cut that out so nobody
Okay.
knows.
We'll bleep it.
Yeah, because I don't want to pay back that money. That'll jeopardize our project, which is Mustache
see-
Quest 64.
The video game we're
Name pending.
making it'll pay back.
Oh, that's
everything.
true. Yeah, we'll be good.
Everything will be paid back.
Yeah, we'll
so
be
the IRS,
fine.
before they even know it, they'll
Yeah,
have
before tax
twice
season.
the money coming back.
Let's
Yep, that's
go.
right. So yeah, Mustache Quest 64 name pending. We have so far. We ran a poll all day yesterday.
We did.
We made a little promo video for making a video, a Mustache Quest 64 video game.
Mm-hmm.
Name pending. We'll have to figure out the name here eventually. We'll have to have a poll for that. But for now, we know what the genre is.
We do.
And Tooth, congratulations.
Thanks.
Your category 1 MMORPG.
It
The Mustache Ride
did.
video game will be an MMORPG. How do you feel about that?
I feel pretty good. I'm gonna just I'm just gonna gloat a little bit and show this tweet that 71.4% of people voted in the poll that an MMO RPG would be better.
It is a
However,
good idea.
I will say though that an MMORPG can be a dungeon crawler.
It could be.
I mean, look at WoW, look at Diablo. They're kind of dungeon crawlery. Like we could fit that in. We
Yeah,
don't have to cut you clear out of the market. We don't have to fire you.
I'm not too butthurt or anything about it. I think you came up with the better idea, the better genre idea. I came up with dungeon crawler, but then I heard you say MMORPG, and I was like, oh shoot, because it's a good idea. No wonder people voted for you.
Thanks. Yeah, I feel good about it.
But now, what's the next one we're getting into? I think I erased it and then didn't put it back in here.
No, we have a lot of
We have a
different
lot
ones,
to choose from.
that we can choose from. But
I think it was setting, wasn't it?
I think setting is going to be the most important. So what kind of world, or what does it look like? Like what are we in? Like are we cyberpunk? Are we in space? Are we actually in a dungeon?
High fantasy,
Are we high fantasy?
low fantasy,
Low fantasy? Mid fantasy?
mid
IRL?
fantasy,
Shopping mall?
IRL.
What does it look like? Like, is this a VR game? Like, those are things we'll talk about later, but
Yeah.
all of it matters because the setting. If we
That's
pick a
right.
setting that's bad for VR, it can never be a VR game.
If we pick a setting that has dungeons, caves and things like that, it can be
That's
a dungeon
true.
crawler, like you were saying. But it is an MMORPG, and we need a good setting. We at least a setting that can allow for multiple settings. Even if it's like a whole continent, is it a planet? Do we want to make a whole planet? Maybe, probably not. That's
Probably
a lot.
not. Yeah. I think we got to figure out what does it look
What's
like?
What's your favorite biome in a video game? So like the snow level, the water level, the sandy beach level, the dunes, quicksand, you know what I mean?
I'm sort of into the snow levels or like the foresty levels. Like
Okay.
I like those a lot. Like I like when there's like a lot of like cool like plants and like ambient, like in Last of Us for example, like when you break out into that, like I think it's in like Pittsburgh and like it's all overgrown and there's like giraffes walking. That's
Yeah.
sick. I like that it's like this old like grown over kind of
Like
world.
the nature's taking back what's theirs.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
like that.
I like that. I like the idea of like a zombie apocalypse, but it doesn't have to be zombies, you know.
Doesn't, no.
That and I feel like that's a whole different question in
It
itself, but that
is.
could lend itself toward like a wasteland kind of a setting.
Yeah. I'm leaning
But
rabid dogs, but
oh
that's just
God,
off the top of my head right now.
that's terrifying.
It
And I
is,
guess
yeah.
that's a whole other thing. You know, MMORPG doesn't say it's not horror or
Yeah.
her survival horror or something. See, there I go moving again.
All right.
Um,
Don't move. Stop. Stop
so
where you are.
at this time, we have to decide. You and I each have to decide on one thing separately, one
Yes.
setting, one biome, one area. I guess we just pick like an area and the weather. How about that? Or like, and I feel like the weather can change in
It'll
our game.
change. The weather will change.
Dynamic or
Yeah.
static weather. I
I think
think
it's
dynamic. I think we can settle
yeah.
on
I
dynamic.
think we can settle on dynamic. I think right now we pick like what world does it live in? Like what's the ultimate, like if you were to zoom out, like is it on Earth? Are you thinking out of the box? Right now I'm thinking out of the box.
Oh shoot.
I'm out of the box right now. So
Okay, I feel like I'm kind of in the box.
you can be in the box. Lose another poll. I don't know, but
You got one in the chamber. You're so ready. Oh shoot. Okay.
I'll give
Okay.
you 30 seconds.
I'll let you go. You go ahead and do yours. Explain it, and
Explain it.
I'll have mine by the end of it.
Okay. All right. So I'm thinking that we're in a world of sort of like huge giants. Like think God of War. Like what's the giant world in God of War?
Jotunheim.
Yeah, I'm thinking like that, like the huge people. However, like everybody like has like all of them have died, pretty similar to Jotunheim, but the world is inside of a giant's body and you're playing as a small little itty bitty character. And so you're
Inside of their
inside
body.
of the body and it's an adventure
Okay.
out of the body.
Wow. So you're trying to get out.
Yeah. And you're in an MMORPG, so you're fighting against like NPC characters, you're fighting against other player characters, and the goal is to get out. So almost like a mix of an MMO and an extraction shooter, right?
Huh.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's outside the box.
That's outside
you
the
weren't,
box.
You weren't
No.
lying. I don't hate that. That's
It's
some
weird.
Osmosis Jones. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
it's some weird stuff. I'm
that's
thinking like Magic
interesting.
School Bus. Like,
there's
you know,
there's an episode later in Archer where they go inside of some homeless guy, and they end up like not timing it right, and so they come back to regular size while inside of him, and I'm pretty sure that's what happens, and it was really funny. The way it was really funny. But anyway,
that sounds terrible.
hopefully that doesn't happen.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
become a giant while inside of the giant.
I wouldn't program that in.
Yeah, I guess that would break the whole game for everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. So our game would take place within a giant's body.
Yeah.
With the plan to
corpse.
build up strong enough to be able to get pooped right out of there.
No, you're going out the mouth. It's like
there's a lot of orifices.
Yeah.
So
you can't go out those orifices.
Okay. You're not allowed to go out the butt.
No. It's blocked.
Okay.
Yep.
So it's not an open world.
It's not an open world, no. There's one way to get out.
Okay.
I mean, you could explore it. You could explore the butt.
Probably some tough enemies.
Tough enemies, yeah.
Yeah,
a lot of butt stuff.
Shit.
Yeah, a lot of bust. Yeah, tough as shit. Yeah.
Okay, well I got mine.
Okay.
And it's kind of similar to yours. You really inspired me.
Oh, okay.
But
It's
I've
the
always
reverse. It's giants and small bodies. Is that what it?
Giants are inside of us,
Uh,
and we're not allowed to let them out. No, but it is kind of I am partial to the little people big world kind of a
okay.
vibe. I like grounded. I like there's a game that came out on Steam that's like you're playing as toy soldiers and it's like a waves of enemies kind of thing, or like
Yeah.
the game Supraland or something like that. But I like the idea, or even It Takes Two. You know, there's
Yeah,
that
yeah. I
little
love
people
that.
big world vibe, like
Yeah, that's what I'm
seeing
thinking.
something normal like for us, but like when you're that small, the scale of it,
It's
like a fork in
huge.
the grass or something, it's just like towering. I like that vibe, and so I'm thinking our game would take place um, in a Hogwarts style mansion. No, maybe that's too big for little people.
Like a
So it needs to be like
castle.
one room. It needs to be like a suburban house. I just feel like that's the most normal thing. Well, what kind of MMORPG would that be? I like it anyway. I'm gonna stick with it.
Have
Little
you seen
people, big world
have you
in a
seen
house.
the Borrowers? The
The
movie?
Borrowers?
John
No.
Goodman. John Goodman's in it.
I like John Goodman.
Yeah. So the Borrowers is it is sort of like that. Like it's a let me see what it goes along with your theme. And so I think why it's not that crazy that it would be like a mansion. It's a secret family of 4-inch people living inside the walls of a house, and they must save their home from an evil real estate developer. It's kind of an interesting movie.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mansion it is, but not Hogwarts style. Just like a regular, like the haunted mansion kind of mansion.
Okay.
Remember that movie, Eddie Murphy?
Yeah, the haunted mansion. Yeah. That's it.
That's
Okay.
kind of a spooky mansion too. I like
It
that.
is.
It takes place inside of a haunted mansion.
Okay.
Little people, big world.
All right, so we both have a little people, big world sort of vibe. I like that.
Yeah.
We're like, it's same, but different.
See, as soon as you said that, I was just like, oh, I didn't even think about Little People, Big World, but I love
Yeah.
Little People, Big World. So,
Perfect.
And
All
I
right.
think was that a show on TLC,
I don't
Little
know.
People, Big World, about some dwarfs or little people. I don't know what
Yep.
is okay to talk to. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a show. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I'm
Okay.
not talking about that. That's not
Not
what I'm
that,
talking.
not that reality show. Okay.
Not that,
Gotcha.
not that kind of little person. Just like
Okay.
shrunk. You know,
Yeah.
like Duke Nukem Shrink Ray kind of.
Yeah. Like
Shrunk.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Precisely.
Okay. Got it.
Nice. Okay. Well, we got one more step in the right direction for our Mustache Ride video game name pending. We'll keep you guys updated, and we'll have
Yeah.
to put that one out as a poll on Twitter as well. We'll have to maybe run a poll in Discord too, in our Discord,
Yeah.
because we have a Discord now. You guys, join our Discord, be a part of the action. We try to get in there as much as we can, which isn't much right now, but hopefully as people get in there and start being active in there, we can be active too, and we can share more about what we're doing behind the scenes, because we have stuff in the works.
We do. Yeah. It's
We
true.
do.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun to think about, but
It's a bunch of secret stuff that you guys don't know
Yeah.
about.
it's not the kind of stuff we can talk about yet,
Yeah.
because it's too early and it's too scary to talk about things that don't exist.
We'll ruin the
yet.
surprise. Like if
And
we'll
we'll hype
ruin
it
the
up.
surprise. Yeah, it'll be
And
hyped.
not live up to that.
That's not true.
It will live up to the hype.
I'll live up to the hype at least.
Okay. Well, I'll have to match your energy then.
Yeah,
so
and
I
you're
can live up to
you're the
hype.
type where you're like playing to the energy of everybody else. So like we'll
I
meet
try.
we'll meet it. We'll meet the goal and exceed it.
Okay,
this
so
way.
if I try to match and beat your energy and you try to match and beat my energy, it's a constant loop of increasing energies.
Yeah.
And so it's just going to be a really max energy kind of. Anyway, we can't. I'm going to accidentally say something, but
Don't
I'm
say
excited.
that. Don't say that. Don't say
Stuff in the works.
Yes.
Also, watch our shorts.
Yes.
We have our wonderful shorts editor, Rep Zombie. Shout out. He makes a lot of shorts for us out of this
does.
content you're watching right now, and they're really great. And you should go watch them.
Yes, you should.
Boom.
Because they're good, and we just released a couple more, and they're doing really well right now. because Zombie is such a great shorts editor, and you're doing a disservice by not watching them. Honestly, like not to
Frankly,
us. It's not us we're worried about.
yeah.
It's Rep Zombie. He's pouring all of his energy. He spends, I don't know,
Soul.
what did he say? Like 17 hours a day making
17
them.
that exactly.
Yeah, and so like you're doing a disservice by not watching them. They're on YouTube, they're on Instagram, they're on TikTok. There's really no excuse. I even post them on Twitter. So there's really no excuse on why you're not watching them.
Yep.
So go do that right now.
Yeah.
Stop, pause the episode. We'll put it on YouTube anyway. And then go watch the shorts instead and then come back and tell us about them.
Yeah.
In chat.
And then try to guess in the comments down below which parts of this episode will become shorts in the future.
Oh, that's fun.
And if you win, congrats.
Yeah.
Tooth, what have you been up to?
What have I been up to?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm not paying anybody for guessing things right. Come on.
No, not yet. Maybe one day. If you watch enough of the shorts and you comment enough, maybe. But what I've been up to, I finished Ori and the Blind Forest on Thursday. I'll have to do a recount of how many games I've beat so far on stream, but I added it to the list check of Ori and the Blind Forest. I didn't 100% it. I never do that, but it was... everybody asked me after we beat it, we were talking about it, and I give the game itself mechanics, and I don't know if this is a hot take or not, but like mechanics, hardness, like sort of all of that stuff lumped into one, I give it a 3 out of 10. I played on like a normal story mode, and it was just so hard, so unnecessarily hard in certain parts for no reason. It didn't really add to the story, I don't think. Everybody says play 2, they got better at it, but I don't know. The story though was really good. It was really like heart-wrenching.
Did you cry?
I didn't cry. Almost cried in the opening. Like the opening parts are sad.
The opening was brutal
because I'm not expecting that. I'm not expecting somebody to give me a game that's sad, but everybody does. That's so now I'm expecting it. So now I'm hardened to it. But the end was so good, and I don't know. You've not played it through, right?
I've never beat it all the way through. No.
Okay, yeah, you got. I
you
feel like
no, you probably should.
I'm not gonna
spoil it.
I'm not gonna spoil it, but
okay,
you should play it. It's just as sad as the beginning, but it's more heartwarming in the end. And so like I would say like it's story-wise, it's like a 7.5 to 8 out of 10. Okay. So it was pretty good. But the gameplay itself, it was so hard. It was so annoying. The saving manually and no automatic. There's like very few automatic save points. It was, and you run out of,
get brought back really far.
Yeah, and you run out of, like, it's not that you can just like pause and save. Like you have to get this blue juice of like crystals around the map, and then you get enough to save it. But then you also need to be conscious because you have to save those. And then if you save with 1 bar of health and you go back into the game, you're like, you're effed.
I'm screwed.
Yeah, you got to go all the way back through. You got to warp somewhere else. It's crazy. But it's over.
Was that Ori and the Blind Forest?
Yeah, the first one.
Yeah, the first one. Okay, yeah.
So I would say like if you're big into platformers, this is the game for you. It's got enough challenge. You can play it on a hard mode. I would say it's really good. If you played Hollow Knight and you liked Hollow Knight, you'll like this one too. The story's great. I think I'm just not used to playing those kind of games.
Yeah, it was Metroidvania kind of.
Yeah.
Like if you think like Metroidvania, Metroid, and Castlevania, pretty brutal games.
Yeah.
Pretty like pixel perfect kind of platforming and
exactly
and combat. So
the puzzles
it really takes after that.
The puzzles are good, but like the world is too hard to do the puzzle, and the puzzle was challenging enough. And so I'm more into the story anyway, but like it was good. I'll play the second one eventually.
Sure.
But not right yet, because God of War Ragnarok is next on the list. and
Oh,
there's a
nice.
DLC that just came
Really?
out, so
Oh,
that one's gonna be
dude.
hype.
It's pretty hard too, but
Yeah.
it was really good. You're gonna love it just like the first one.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be good. I know from the first one, like that I need to make sure to grind a little bit to like have some abilities and like have some of that stuff because oh god, when I got to the end of
Yeah.
the last one, and I didn't do that. Jesus, dude, it was brutal, brutal,
Yeah.
brutal,
Make sure you
brutal.
keep things upgraded and just remember death is part of it. You're gonna die a lot.
It
Like I
is, yeah.
remember some of the fights in Ragnarok, I would try over and over and over, and little by little, you're learning the timing and the attacks and stuff of the enemy, and it's like you finally get it, and there's a good pace to that
I,
if you kind of are up to par because you
I
need
think
to have
you
weapons and
gotta
upgrades.
have the upgrades.
It feels like they're just damage sponges
Yeah,
sometimes, right?
it does feel like that, and I think my problem is like above here, nothing, nothing in there. So I can't remember. I
Oh,
can't remember any of the moves. I can't remember what happens. Like I'm
yeah.
terrible at like games where you have to memorize the levels that are like roguelikes
Oh,
or roguelites, stuff like that, where you have to memorize where the bullets are coming from. Because I'm like, I can't remember my name
hell no.
barely. So like I'm not gonna
Yeah.
remember that. I just gotta luck out into it. But I'm excited for that game. Um, and then yesterday I did a stream. I streamed for a long time, I think like 5 hours with Alan. It's Alan. They were doing a charity stream for Toys for Tots. They raised $200 yesterday, which is pretty hype.
Wow.
Yeah, super exciting. We played Party Animals, which is a game for bullies. If you're a bully,
You were getting wrecked out there,
I
son.
was.
Like
I was.
you were getting messed up.
If you're a bully, you'll really love that game because that's what it's all about. Is just bullying your friends. That's what it is. But it was fun. We played it. It was good times. We also played Mario Kart last night towards the end, which was fun. I did like there's no in between. Like I got first place or 11th.
Hmm.
And so it's just
Yeah.
that's the way that it is. But it's still fun. The new maps are in there. I think people are itching for a new Mario Kart, so maybe they can do that at some point. Double Dash in
They
there,
ought
or some
to.
other
Yeah.
things. Yeah,
With
I
the
think
Switch too.
yeah, the Switch 2 releases. Yeah, exactly. And then Lethal Company, and I'm getting good
Mm-hmm.
at it. Like
Yeah.
we made it to some of the dangerous levels. We were over 1,000 in
The
quota.
like the bottom list levels where you have to pay like 600 and
Yep,
900.
yep. We paid 600.
Wow.
We paid 600 to do it.
And I've never been to those.
Yep.
What I don't is it any spoilers or like what's it like?
No, it's just like the terrain and everything like gets the visibility's like really low and the monsters spawn like at any time outside. So like you could be like walking back like last night, like I was walking back and like on top of the ship platform, I jumped up and when you get up there, normally you're like, oh, I'm safe. I did it.
Mm,
Right? I
yeah.
turned the corner to walk into the ship, and around the ship platform came one of the dogs. And I was like, ah, like it scared me. And they hunt by sound. And so
Oh.
I ran into the ship and I was trying to close the door. I didn't. And then it just like snapped me. And then other people were in the ship, and it was just like, ugh, like
At
got
least you
one of
got all
them.
your items there, right?
Yeah,
Or
but
some of them.
we almost all died because of it. Because
Damn.
they come into the ship and
Wow.
kill you. But it was fun. Like I'm starting to really like that game. I'm starting to know it and see some of the other
Wow.
monsters that are in there. So like, I think it's gonna be fun. I think if you had a full stack for people and you were dedicated to like the quota, you would easily get up into the higher quotas like no problem. Like
Okay.
I think
Okay.
it's good. I think we should try it
I think I
sometime.
goof off too much.
That's
I
what
think I goof
happens.
off and die
That's what
too
happens.
much.
I'm the same way.
It's
Like
fun.
I'll try to jump over a landmine and then explode, or I'll fall into a
Yeah.
hole or anything like that. So I think if you're focused on getting up to the higher quota so you can see stuff, I think we could do it easily, no problem.
Okay. Okay.
Um,
Okay. We'll have to do it.
and then Overwatch 2, I tried to play some tank and it's just sad right now for tanks. Just a
Yeah.
sad everything. Like everybody hates you. It doesn't matter how good you do. It doesn't matter if you win the game. It literally doesn't matter. As a tank, you're hated in every rank below, I don't know, GM.
You know what? You know what softens the blow? You know what helps? Believe it or not, I don't play tank too much. Usually, basically every day that my battle pass XP, they give you a little bonus for playing a certain role. It's always tank these days. It's always tank these days. Nobody wants to play the role, so they have to incentivize you to play it so that the game works, you know? And so I see the 500 battle pass XP. I'm like, all right, let's play one game of tank. What's the worst that could happen? One game of tank. And then I load in, and you know what softens the blow?
What?
Is if in team chat you say, TBH, I'm just here for the battle pass XP, but I'm going to do my best as tank for you guys. I've done that twice.
Yeah.
And every time they're just like, right on, man, like same. You know, they're like, no problem. And then you, no matter if you do like a little bit good, they're like, hell yeah, they're stoked about it. Instead of being like, this guy sucks. Why is he a tank?
Yeah.
It's like they already know.
They already know. I see. The problem that I have is like I'll type in there and I'll even talk. Like I'll type in there and be like, you like healing was so good, like damage was so good, like thank you guys, like. And then I'll like chat and I'll be like, because I play as Reinhardt a lot, I'll be like, my shield's down, like I'm going around a corner, and like it doesn't matter. They hate me. They hate me no matter what. And it doesn't matter what tank I play. If I'm like, what tank do you want? And they tell me and I do it, they're like, you suck. You're the worst sorry ever. I'm like, geez, that's why I was playing Reinhardt. I don't know. Like, what do you want from me? It's sad.
Yeah.
So
it's a thankless job.
It is. And you can't even queue for flex to get the 500 battle pass because you queue into tank.
You always get tank
You
anyway.
always get tank anyway. So it's a sad time right now in Overwatch for tanks.
It's rough.
I don't know if it'll get better, but hopefully it does, because I love tank. I love playing tank. I love charging. I love smacking people with the hammer. I love throwing the javelin as Orisa. I like every tank, except I'm not big into Junker Queen because I'm not very good with her for some reason. And Maga, I just sort of melt. I don't know how to get good at playing Maga.
He's rough. Yeah, I don't like relying on my healers. I don't like relying on them because they have other people to heal. You know,
not me at any time, at any point in the game.
Not the tank.
Not I.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's why I try to heal the tank. I try to give them good attention because I've been playing a lot of support lately, and it's been nice just because the support class is like the best, most OP class right now. I feel like so they have a lot of versatility. I like playing healer.
They're not support. OP enough to heal the tank though, which is sad. But it'll get better eventually, or I'll stop playing tank, and then that'll just be what it is. But what about you? What have you been up to? Do you play sad tank days, or do you do something else to pass the time?
No, I mean, I played tank once at least, and then I'm like, oh, glad
glad I got the 500 battle pass.
Yeah, and then I go back to support or whatever. But
does this ever happen to you? Like you open a bottle and like the little tab comes off?
Yeah.
How do you remedy that?
With your teeth, you rip it off of the cap, or you just shove it back on and then screw it back in.
I'm just gonna put it back on there. Continue. What were you saying?
I think if you tighten it back down, and then you like rip it open quicker, it should rip off still, but maybe not.
Nope, it's ruined. I'll throw this one away. I'll get a new one.
Yeah, you broke it.
I broke it. Okay, I'll put that to the side.
Anyway, I've been busy, man. I've been busy. It's a busy time of year.
Grimace time.
What do you mean?
It's Grimace.
Is that what's Grimace? That's
Grimace. With a C.
Oh, Grimace. I thought you were saying grimace, like
the shake
you do with your face.
Like the McDonald's guy? No.
The Grimace. Is he a Christmas thing?
Nope, he's just a McDonald's character, the purple guy.
So you just said it. You just said Grimace.
Grimace. I said Grimace.
Grimace?
Merry Christmas. Like
it's not a word.
Like the vine. Have you seen the vine?
Well, I wouldn't know the meaning of the word.
Oh my
vine.
God. Vine?
Merry Christmas.
Do it for the vine. Merry Christmas.
Never even heard of it. Wouldn't know anything about it.
Merry Chrysler. No.
I've been playing Fortnite.
Fortnite?
Yep, and
Like
I
2
am
weeks?
I'm at the point in my life
What is
where I
Fortnite?
can proudly say that I'm a fan of Fortnite. I like it. It's good.
Yeah.
I've never really given it the time of day. All these years it's been out, played a handful of times. But I've played over the past couple weeks. I've been playing Fortnite more than I've ever played it. And I don't think I've once touched the Battle Royale build, no build, none of that. I've just been playing Fortnite Festival, Rocket Racing, Lego Fortnite most recently, and then a bunch of all the other custom games. There's this like really long slide that you can slide down in one of the custom games.
Yeah.
And there's just like visuals and it gets really trippy and there's like songs that play and it's all so custom and like it's art. It's crazy.
Yeah.
There's
it's
so much
good.
cool. There's so many cool experiences in Fortnite, but Fortnite Festival has been what's bringing me back the most because every day there's a one or two new songs that cycle in, and you play them, and it's like Guitar Hero. It's so much fun.
It's not like Guitar Hero at all. I
Well,
looked
you have
up
to
a
play
video
with the controller.
I looked up a video of it. It's not like Guitar Hero at all. The whole thing about Guitar Hero is the guitar. That's the whole cool thing. The song and the game style is like, it's not even that good.
So you know this because you looked up a video of it.
Yes.
Of a free game that you have
Yes.
downloaded already.
Yes.
That you just haven't clicked four times.
I won't.
To get into a song and play it yourself.
What
Instead,
could-
you just watched a YouTube video and now you've come to a conclusion.
Yes.
Even though, once again, like me, like my words don't matter. The things I say don't matter. Nobody listens. I say this is good, and they're like, yeah, well, I watched a YouTube video and it says it's bad. Even though you're my good friend, I'm not gonna trust what you say.
Nope.
It's good. Fortnite Festival's fun. Buddy Holly by Weezer.
Great song. Awesome song. Love Weezer. 10 out of 10. Love it. I want to go see a concert. I'd love that. I would love that. No, bad. If you could plug in a guitar, that's cool.
It's not like that. You don't need to strum. You just
Yeah, you
press
do.
the buttons as they come down. It's simpler.
Boring. Mobile game. Sounds like a mobile game.
You still get into the same vibe. As with Guitar Hero. It's not quite the same. You're not tapping. It's buttons on a controller or your keyboard.
Same thing.
No.
I think I just locked my phone out.
Good. Karmic retribution.
I'll play it one time. I'll play it one
I'm not going to
time.
listen to you. I don't hear the words that you're saying.
I'll play it
that are
one
coming
time.
out between your cheeks. There's words, but I can't hear them because I don't care because you haven't even played it.
I can already see the comments like Fortnite Festival sucks. Nobody likes it.
I see the opposite because it's fun and I know it firsthand. Actually,
I'll try it.
these
I'll
two
try.
hands, both hand.
No, you only need one. It's only 4
No,
buttons.
you need two
How? What would you need the other one for?
because there's left buttons and right buttons.
What do you use the left? What's the left buttons for?
Okay, let me spell it out for you, huh? How about this? Let me spell it out for you. You need D-pad, left
It's
and
over
right,
here.
and you need X and B, or whatever these two buttons are. Unless you're playing on expert, then you need the Y button as well. So there's 5 if you're playing on expert. But normally, it's left to right.
Why would
left to
they?
right,
Why would they not just
XB.
use all of these that there's already 4 of?
Because those aren't in a row. And you one thumb can
That
only
makes it
do
hard.
so much.
No, it makes it
No,
hard.
it doesn't. Wait,
That's
if they
what
use
it
just
is.
the XYAB,
Yeah.
that's one thumb for 4 buttons.
Yeah. Be
You
quick.
need-
Get good.
You can't.
Get good.
How would you? No, you don't even play Guitar Hero.
Get
You played
good.
it in the arcades. You never even owned it. Ah!
Get good. You didn't.
You're killing me.
You played one side. You played this. You had to get good. All your fingers had to do something.
Did you ever have Guitar Hero on the DS at least?
No, I never had a DS.
I played Guitar Hero even on the DS, and you had to strum on the touch screen,
See,
and then they
that's-
had the buttons that plug into the Game Boy Advance slot, and there were little buttons, and it looked like a little a little attachment.
That's why you're okay
you
with
look it up. It's really cool, actually.
That's why you're okay with a busted mode of Guitar Hero, because you played the busted mode on the DS.
Maybe I'm just so desperate for something like Guitar Hero or Rock Band that this is good enough. It's made by the same people too. So it's nice and polished. It feels good to play. You get into that vibe, and then also on top of that, it's got that Rock Band vibe where you can get into a lobby with other people and you can all play different instruments in a band. And then like if I screw up, like I'm singing and I mess up a button, you like the rest of the band hears that and is like, ugh. So it's kind of fun.
So for those of you that loved Guitar Hero,
give it a shot.
It's good. I never had Rock Band. I didn't have any friends that had Rock Band, or probably friends in general to go play Rock Band with. And so I feel like that's the fun part of it, because Guitar Hero by yourself was only like so fun until you got all the songs that you played. Because I mostly only played the arcade version. There wasn't more songs. Once you got all the songs down, it was boring. Nothing else happened.
Yeah,
that's it.
I'd say it's probably more fun, this Fortnite festival, if you haven't played or didn't play Guitar Hero, because it's not like, it's similar, but you're not strumming a guitar. You don't have a guitar in your hand. It's just a controller, and it's just hit the buttons when they come down. You know, it's simple. And there's not that barrier to entry learning a new controller and stuff. And so I think you would like it even better than that. But hey, let's agree to disagree for now.
I'll try it.
One day you can break down these mental walls you have and listen to your good friend and give it a shot.
I'll try it, and if you're right, I'll publicly admit it. That Fortnite festival is good.
Record it or it didn't happen. You better record yourself playing.
I'll record it.
You better record it. Give me a clip.
And
I want to see. I want a clip of you being like, "This sucks," or "This is pretty fun." It's gotta be one of the two, and I think I know what it's gonna be.
It's gonna suck.
We'll see.
Is that all you've been playing? Is that it?
No, that's not.
You just played
I know.
fake Guitar Hero game?
No, fake. I've been working on a video as well.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Yeah, and I'll just spill the beans right now. I played recently this game called The Exit 8.
Yes.
And I bought it months ago. And before it came out, I just thought it looked cool. I bought it. And then it came out. I was like, oh, this is out now. And I downloaded it and played it on stream. I had no idea. Apparently, there's a bit of a following for it. And I had a few viewers come in, say, oh, hey, The Exit 8. And I record the whole thing. I'm working on that video right now. And I was looking up something about the Exit 8 just to make sure I was right about something or something like that. And then I saw 50 YouTubers have made videos on it. Markiplier has a 3 million view video on the Exit 8. Jacksepticeye, all these other, and I'm just like, should I even bother with this video?
Yes.
But one thing I noticed while I was editing, I was talking to my wife about this. I noticed while I was editing that I am so clearly oblivious to how the game works or what it is. Yes. I so very clearly did not look at any of those videos that, like, these videos were posted the same day it came out, I bet, or the very next day. There's no way anybody can beat them to it. And I didn't even know it would be a thing. I bought it hella early. And so, and all the jokes I made, like there's a couple of jokes that I make that Markiplier makes, and I'm just like, screw it. I'm editing it together anyway, and I'm going to get it out anyway. Yeah. I'm not going to let it hold me back.
I don't think so. I think you and Markiplier have different audiences,
Oh yeah. None versus something. The world.
Other people that watch Markiplier, you'll probably have a different audience that'll like you better than Markiplier will.
Interesting.
Then they'll like Markiplier.
Interesting to think
I will say that I watched you play that, and you got through it, and I think it'd been like 15 minutes.
I know.
I was like, GG? What? Like what? Because I don't even know what. Maybe I'm super oblivious too, because I just saw it and I was like, that's it.
And that 15 minutes, like the first part of it, I walked the wrong direction like 3 or 4 loops.
Yeah.
Because like bro was coming around the corner, has a briefcase, and I'm like, I didn't know who he was. I was running away from him. But you don't have to do that. He's fine. He's not usually a scary guy. So anyway.
Not usually.
I'll be getting that video out hopefully soon. But that's just
nice.
something I've been doing lately, is working on that. I've been playing a game called Who's Lila, a
Who's
YouTuber that
Lila?
I really like, Jacob Geller. He made a video featuring a few different horror style games, and this game was on that list. Who's Lila? A
Hmm.
really interesting, like pixel kind of art style, point and click. It's very trippy,
Hmm.
and there's a specific mechanic where like you play, I think, like a psychopath or something, where he doesn't really, the words he says and the situations he's in, you can't control his face. And so you have to manually, like every time he wants to show an emotion, you have to show that for him. So it shows the effort that he has to put in to showing any emotion. And so it's kind of interesting that as a mechanic. And then
Yeah.
there's times where like the game wants to fight against you, show like a surprise face when you want to show like a happy face or like a sad face.
Yeah.
And then if you don't fight against it well, it shows wrong, and like the person you're talking to is like, well, why would you smile at that? You know what I mean, or something
Yeah.
like that. And so it's a real trip of a game. And I played
Looks
through
freaky.
maybe like 70% of it on stream,
Hmm.
after playing the Exit 8, and it's pretty cool. I don't know. It's just a really interesting type of little indie game.
Yeah, it looks freaky. Looks like something I sort of haven't seen before.
Yeah, and there's still a lot. Like even in this trailer that you're showing, I haven't seen a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I still need to go back through it because it's like a roguelite kind of thing where you end the day and then you wake up and it's the same day kind of thing, and you keep experimenting
You
with
keep going
different
through.
things that you can do. Yeah.
Hmm.
It's
Very
cool.
positive. Reviews are positive.
Last
Cool.
one, Metroid Dread. I'm getting farther.
Yeah.
It's taking me some time. I keep getting stuck, and then I keep like brain blast, and I find the thing I need to do to get to the next thing. And now I'm at a point in the game where things are really locked down. It's very cold, is what I'll say. No
Okay.
spoilers or anything. It's very cold, and things are very locked down. I don't have a lot of options of where to go, and so I'm like really scrounging, really scraping the barrel of what I can do to figure out where to go next.
Yeah.
And it's similar to Ori. It's a Metroidvania, so it's like very kind of intense, really hard combat
Yeah.
sometimes. But I'm far enough in the game where I'm pretty powerful, so I'm not too worried about much of anything. Now it's just the puzzle stuff and getting around. So really, really loving Metroid Dread though.
I need to play some of those games. They look fun. I don't know if they're the game for me, but they look fun. Like I think like I'd like to at least try one out to see what it's like.
Yeah, but it's fun. It's worth it, and it looks really, really great. Metroid Dread.
You know, it's not
But,
great.
I know there's a lot of things that aren't great, but I have a feeling I know what you're gonna talk about. That's not great,
So
and I want to hear about it.
So I was going to bed the other night at a reasonable time. Like obviously, it's like 2:30.
Like usual.
Yeah,
Oh.
2:30, reasonable, like usual. And so I got a ding on my phone. Like I don't know if anybody out there gets dings on their phone, notifications that you've spent money. But if it's at 2:30 a.m., you don't want that's not the thing you want to hear. That's not the notification you want to see. I saw that notification, pulled it up, and I was like, sick, $147.57. Sick. That's exactly what I wanted to spend right before Christmas on something that I didn't know what it was. Looked what it was.
Yeah.
PlayStation Plus that I had opened up a year ago because I got a sick deal on it. They never reminded me that it was about to renew, so I had no idea that I even had it because I turn on this PlayStation once a century. And so I didn't know. I got charged, and I was like upset. Like it was like an anger that I felt. And so I got on the website and I was like, all right, I'm getting this refunded, and called customer service at 2:30. Closed. Right?
Yeah.
So I was like, obviously, okay, that makes sense. That checks out. Nobody's working at 2:30. I was like, but the chat, those are 24/7. They always
That's right.
are. Got in there, nope. Closes at the same time. And I was like, all right, so this is what I'm going to do. On Friday, because I have 14 days, I'm going to go on there, and it's going to be easy. I got into the chat before stream. It was like 40 minutes before stream. I was like, easy. That'll be easy.
Plenty of time.
Plenty of time. I'll get it done. Like, everything's fine. I got through the queue. I got to the queue, and it was like, there are 294 people in front of you. And I was like, what? Like 16. That's normal. 16 is normal. 294 people. What are those people doing? And
what happened?
It was specific. It was just for PlayStation Plus online. Like, that's what the queue was. I don't know what the news was. Zombie said something about like another game. Xbox was getting to play that game before anybody else. I don't know, but 294 people, and it took like 55 minutes. Like, I was on stream, like chatting with people, like, all right, I'm going to start this game. Like, as soon as, it was Thursday. I was like, I'm going to start this game. Like, as soon as I get this. I will say, once I got there, the person was very nice. They did say that this was like something they were doing out of the kindness of their heart, which was not nice of them. Give me my money back, Sony.
Yeah,
but
kind of a red flag.
Generally speaking, they were all really nice, and I got the money back instantly. As soon as they were like, "We processed your refund," it was back in my account. That never happens. They meant
like they're sending you money like personally.
I don't know
themselves.
They should, because it's their fault. Probably. They're the one that charged me. Anyway, that's not nice. 294 people. I saw that and almost fell out of my chair. I was like, who?
Yeah.
What were they doing? What were all those people doing?
I mean, almost 300 people, and it took less than an hour. That's better than some of my calls to the bank, I tell you what.
That's true. It didn't take as long as I thought it would, but when you see that number, you're like, oh my God, I'm going to be on here till tomorrow.
Right.
That's what you feel like.
For sure.
Yeah, it was something else, but I did get my money back, so take that, PlayStation, Sony Plus.
So cancel that Plus subscription, get your money back, and then what are you spending it on? You have any plans for this money?
No, not specifically. I don't think. It's just I didn't want to spend it on that.
Yeah.
I
don't blame you. I mean, it's your money, especially 2:30 in the morning. You're like, getting in bed, putting your hands on your forehead, and
I'm getting ready to lay down,
deprived, and then ka-ching, and it's like,
nope, not right now. I didn't do that. Yeah,
I can't believe you sleep like that. That's so wild. I'm gonna have to try it. I can't knock it till I try it.
Try to take a nap like that. You take a nap like that while I'm playing Fortnite Festival. And when you wake up and you're in a good mood, I'll show you the video about how it sucks.
Do you put your forehead on the edge of the pillow so that there's that space between your mouth and the mattress, and it's not your mouth into the pillow, right?
Yeah. Sometimes we have on our bed we have no less than 16 pillows. That's like
Chelsea, you're one of those.
Chelsea,
people.
No, I would take one pillow, but Chelsea likes a lot of pillows. She likes to be cozied in the bed, you know what I mean?
Does she use them all, or do you throw all the pillows on the ground and end up using one or two anyway?
No, they're all on there. I throw one off of it because it's in my way, but the rest of them are sort of piled up like a pillow fort. So sometimes
that's kind of nice though. That's probably nice.
Sometimes I sleep in the middle of the bedish, and so my head spans two pillows, and then I have this whole center crease
in between. Oh,
yeah.
Huh. Okay.
For breathing.
That's nice.
So it's nice.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll put my phone under my pillow and I'll play a song lightly, through my pillow.
Yeah.
So it's not too loud for my wife, but it's still right in my ear basically. And that's kind of nice to fall asleep to. But then it kind of screws up your Spotify Wrapped, because then you're listening to the same album for 8 hours.
I turn on the timer so it shuts it off.
You can do that.
Not on
Spotify?
Not on Spotify, but you can do. You have an iPhone, right?
Yeah, in your phone settings?
No, you go to timer, and you set a timer, and then down here you say stop playing. And so you set it for.
And the phone stops playing it?
Yeah, the phone stops whatever application's open.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah.
That's cool. I thought you were, for a second, I was like, yeah, you set a timer so that you wake up and then you can turn it off yourself. And I'm like, I'm not doing that.
I set it for an hour, and then I'm like, I'll be asleep in an hour for sure.
Nice. Yeah, I'm kind of sick of like playing an audiobook and then being like almost right at the end of the audiobook, right when I wake up, and it's like, oh no,
Yeah,
turn it off.
yeah. So yeah, shut it
That's
off.
cool.
Yeah,
Hey, good little tip.
it's a good tip.
Well, I've got, I've got all my stuff, my Christmas shopping done.
Oh yeah.
And so I don't need to go and spend money or go out. It's like the busiest shopping time. But I know before stream you were saying how you're not quite done Christmas shopping yet. I figured maybe some of that money you got from PlayStation might go toward
I
gifts
I am
or
a last
something.
minute shopper. Like last minute. So
Shameful.
last year I got a pretty nice gift. I saved up all year. I knew what I was gonna buy, and I I bought Chelsea an iMac computer. She doesn't have a computer.
Oh, nice.
And so I bought her an iMac, like one of the nice colorful ones, and that's what she wanted. She didn't want a PC because that's what I was trying to. I was like, "You'll love The Sims, you'll love this." I was like, "Let me get
Yeah.
you one with RGB." No, she wanted this one, so it was nice. But I got it on the 23rd,
Wow.
and
Nice.
I was like, I'm cutting it close.
You are.
And I do that all
Dang.
the time. So tonight I'm gonna go shopping. I have some other stuff to get and some last minute things. I am a pretty consistent last minute shopper for
Does
everybody.
it? It's stressful, man. It's stressful to be that way.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I feel like I'm not like I feel like if I shop early, like I get too much stuff. You know,
Sure,
like
sure.
I'll get like too much random stupid stuff. Like I'll see something I'm like tabletop golf. Yeah, my dad would love tabletop golf.
Is that a
No,
real thing?
yeah, I'm sure. Like one of those stupid little Christmas things that you get.
Tabletop golf. Yeah,
Yeah, but
that's
it's
funny.
it's always like stupid
Yeah.
stuff like that, and I'll do that. I know one thing I do miss is like I don't know if you had this when you were a kid, but when I was a kid in school, there was like this like thing that came around, and it was like the shopping. It was like Secret Santa shopping thing, and they would set up like it's like a book fair but for Christmas, and they would set it
Oh.
up, and you could buy like candles and erasers
Oh.
and like random stuff, and like you'd have to get like sent to school with money, and then you would like get something for everybody on your list. Like you build a list out, so it was always like grandma, grandpa, blah blah
That's
blah,
nice.
and then you buy them like a $2 thing, and you check them off your list, and the teacher helps you around, and then they wrap them and staple them in a brown paper bag with it, and you write your name on it, and then that's what you give your family for Christmas.
What do you think about that?
Way better. So
I
nice.
think that's smart. And
Yes,
that gets
so
kids
good.
into the idea of giving gifts. Because I grew up, I didn't have the means to get people gifts, and I didn't have the idea to get people gifts. I barely got gifts. So it's like hard to really know what to do in that situation. And now I'm grown and I've
Yeah.
learned. You get stuff early, you end up getting too much. I kind of did. And then my big issue with getting stuff early is that I can't keep my mouth shut about it. I can't shut up. Or I'll just be like I'll be out with my wife, and this is exactly what happened this year. We were out shopping at the mall, and there was the Croc outlet, and I had been looking for Crocs for my wife, some purple Crocs, and I was like, I'm pretty sure I know the size, but I don't want to screw it up. And then I wonder if I can get them cheaper at the mall, at the actual outlet. And we were out there, and I told her, I was like, you want to go just like, I don't know, look at the Crocs or something? And she's like, yeah, why? And I was like, well, I was going to get you some for Christmas, and I guess we could just do it now. And she's like, okay. And I was like, sorry, I don't, it's just one of the things I'm going to get
Yeah.
you. And then you can get them in early. And wouldn't that be nice? And so we did that, and I got her the Crocs, and
Yeah.
that gift is ruined now. It would have been a good gift for Christmas, and now it's already given. But that's
I'm a bad
you know.
gifter. I'm
Yeah.
not good at it. Like I'm not good at like I would rather just be like, "What do you want?" And you tell me, and I'm like, "Sick. That's what you're getting from me."
See, but you do that last minute too. You're supposed to do that like mid-year so that they don't
Yeah,
remember
they
that
don't
you even
remember
asked
that.
them that.
Yeah. I do it
Yeah.
like last week. Like, what do you
Yeah,
want?
do. It's the 22nd.
It's
and
the
you're like,
22nd.
What do you want?
What do you want for Christmas? Chelsea, though,
Man.
Chelsea's a good gift giver, and she gets like the randomest stuff, and it's always something that you like maybe like offhand mentioned one time, or like you were like, how cool is this thing? Like for my birthday, because my birthday's in December, she just got I have here. These are a pair of Crocs that she just got me, but they're Harry Potter
Oh, yeah.
Crocs.
Oh,
So
those are sweet.
they're sick. They're swanky, dude. They have like the seal on them. They have like random stuff like Crookshanks, the cat. They have like the letters, the sorting hat, like all sorts of stuff.
They look like Ed Hardy cross Harry Potter.
They're Vera Bradley cross Harry Potter.
Okay.
So they're a Vera Bradley pattern, but they're sick, and I didn't even ask for them. I was just like, these are cool.
Oh,
one time.
Nice.
Yeah, but she's a great gift giver, not just for me, like for everybody. She's so good at it. She would be good at one of those like jobs where you do that for somebody, where you're just like, this is my list of people.
I'm sure that's a thing.
Yeah, I'm sure. But yeah, I'm not good at it, and I'm last minute, so.
So well. Who are the people that you're planning on getting gifts for, like in your life this year? You don't have to like name all of them, but like, are you excited? Are there any gifts that you're excited to give?
I don't. There is one. Like I'm going tonight to get Chelsea something specifically. I have it in my head. That's the problem. Is I always know what it is. I just don't go and do it until late. So that one's gonna be good. But I think overall, like I have my sister had a baby this year. Well, I guess he's a year old. So last year.
Okay.
But he's a year old now, and he's like starting to like move around. Like he crawls a lot more. He can't walk yet, and then she also has, her boyfriend has a 4-year-old, and so I like kids getting Christmas gifts like that. Like it's always fun to see them like hyped up.
Yeah.
Like they open something up, and it's like they're hyped up about it, and it doesn't matter what it is.
True.
Like when they're under 6. Doesn't matter what it is. If it's clothes, like if it's clothes, the 4-year-old calls them yuckies.
Socks, yeah.
But still, like it's still hyped up. So I'm excited about that. Like Christmas is probably my favorite holiday. So it's been like it's been a weird one this past couple years, but I think like I like that kind of stuff, and I like the Christmas music and Christmas trees and
the good
and
vibes.
All this stuff. I did wake up this morning and it said it was gonna snow. But then it changed to rain, and now it's like 50 degrees outside. So,
great.
Which is weird because it has been 20 lately. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Cold. Yeah, it's been pretty cold here, but nowhere near snowing. It's a little rainy, but man, it's Christmas Eve, dude.
It is.
I can't believe we're already here.
It's already the end of the year.
I'm excited to give some gifts. I think I nailed a few gifts. I'm excited to go and see my wife's family, my family, and just go hang out and stuff. But that's kind of, I don't know. I don't have any big plans. I'm just happy to have a few days off of work.
Yeah. And
get to relax and work on some content, and then also work on some family stuff. And I don't know. You need this little reset at the end of the year here.
Yeah, I think so.
Do you have any plans for Christmas yourself or New Year's or anything?
I don't have anything for New Year's. Christmas, we always go to Chelsea's mom's, Chelsea's dad's, my parents. And it's a lot better since we moved back, because we used to go like we would come back and we had to visit like every person we've ever known ever, because we live 7 hours away, and we didn't come back for Thanksgiving, only Christmas. And so it was so hectic. And that is nice about being back, like moving back closer to family, is that we don't have to do that. And we're like home before like bed, like we're sleeping in our own bed like this.
Like
which
that.
Which is nice. So
your whole family?
Yeah.
Your whole family in a row?
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
When you wake up?
Yeah,
I love that.
That's a nice thing. So yeah, I'm excited. Also excited to have some time off work, which is always needed, no matter what. Even if I have a week off work, another day is always better.
Mm-hmm.
So true.
Well, What let's think. I know we want to round out this podcast and kind of start bringing it to a close, because it's been a whole year. I don't know. We've been doing this podcast, I think, for almost 2 years now, right? Or going on 3. What is it?
I think it's
We have
two. I think it's 2.
two?
Yeah.
Yeah, because 52 weeks in a year, and we do it every other week.
Yeah.
So
And we used to do it once.
we're episode 48 right now. So we're
Yeah.
almost at 2 years. That's kind of crazy.
It is crazy to think about.
We've been talking about it off camera and stuff, and thinking about our old episodes, and like episode number 1, how scuffed it was. Like I don't
was scuffed.
even want to think about it. And to where we are right now, I feel like we've really grown quite a bit.
We have.
Personally, together, and in this podcast alone. I think come next year, we'll have to talk more, but I really do think we could change up this podcast in a big way, branding wise, marketing wise, and really like give it some zhuzh, give it a little zhuzh.
Yeah. The juice.
And so, but we've looked into, getting some more assets and stuff done, but we don't know anybody, any artists. We don't know any good ways of making it happen. And so I guess this is my personal call to the viewers of this show. If you have any ideas of what you want to see from Mustache Ride come next year, drop them in the comments. Hit us up at mustacheridepod@gmail.com, or on Twitter, or on our personal YouTube and Twitch channels, because we always want to hear from you guys to hear what we should do better. But we're always on the back end thinking of something, of something else. So
I think it'll be good. I think next year, I think we're gonna move into a big direction with stuff.
Yeah.
It's like
the secrets,
and then also not so secret. We're gonna be like, we have other content planned that we're gonna be posting opposed from just the podcast episodes. We're gonna try our hand at a little bit of like mid-form content. Something in like the 10 to 15 minute range, and maybe way more short form content, stuff like that. We're also going to try to move into like an audio format and see how that works, of just like it being like an audio format podcast, because a lot of the podcasts that we watch are like that. But it'll always be video first, so you see us, see the mustaches, see that I'm wearing a way more festive Christmas sweatshirt than SureManCool is.
Yep. Put these on your tree, huh? Put these on your tree, Tooth. Put these on your little elf foot back there, huh? Talk about my Christmas stuff.
That's wrong. The Grinch would never put those on the tree, ever.
Mm-hmm.
He takes them from the tree.
Mm-hmm. And he throws an elf into yours.
He threw the elf right into the tree.
Yeah, he's the one chucking elves at trees.
Yeah. So I'm excited for next year, not only for the podcast, but for us and content and for everybody else. And this is the last episode of the year.
Right.
So it's probably a good thing to say thank you for everybody that's been here. And has been supportive and watches and comments. Even we don't bring chat into it a lot, but Surprise Walnut, Rep Zombie, Spunky Kate that was here today, and just everybody that's always so supportive and says such great things, and just makes this podcast possible, and will continue to make it more viable in the future for us, so we can bring more people in, have more people in to talk on here, and do collab content with other people, which is another thing that we've talked about doing that's not so secret. So I'm excited to do that, and excited for the new year, and that I'm not going to get down on myself for not meeting a goal that I had set last year. I'm trying to get better at doing that. Like, next year's a new year. It's time to hone in on it and not be so hard on yourself about things that you've done wrong, or bad or good or anything, but just we're moving forward. It's good. I enjoy this. It's fun. I love doing it every 2 weeks. I'd love to do it every week.
I know. Maybe someday.
Maybe someday.
We'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, same. Thank you guys very much. I know the few viewers that we do get live, and the few comments and views that we do get on the YouTube videos, really keeps us going. So those of you that do watch, and watch consistently, especially, we do it for you. We do it for ourselves, probably the most. because I don't know if you could keep doing it if you didn't love it, if you didn't do it for each other and for ourselves, and just had to have this outlet to be able to talk candidly, and just to have even anybody interested. Thank you guys very much for watching. Here's to 2023. I'm out of coffee, but I'm gonna raise a glass anyway. I'm gonna raise my Ash Ketchum mug.
Sick.
Mustache Ketchum.
Sick
Is what we call him. And
shout out Zubat5. And cheers. I'll do this broken Coke bottle. I've been trying to fix it all episode, and I thought at the end, I was like, at the end I'll do it. I'll have achieved it.
You gotta just get it. Oh, get it.
Ow.
Oh no. Oh, don't break a tooth.
All right.
Anyway, thank you guys very much. Just to close out the show, remember you can hit us up at mustacheridepod@gmail.com if you guys have any way that you'd like to help us improve the show, especially come the new year. We want to make some goals. Maybe our next episode we can talk about goals for the new year.
New goals.
But thank you very much. I stream on Twitch and YouTube. No, not on YouTube, but I am on YouTube, but I don't stream there. Tooth, where can people find you?
People can find me anywhere. I live here every day, so you could come here. It would be weird, but you could. We'll go get lunch or something. But you can find me on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, Discord.
Links down below. Don't forget to vote in our poll to pick the setting of Mustache Quest 64. Name pending. Name pending.
And let us know what whose is better. We're not gonna do. I decided that we shouldn't do rock paper scissors because it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't. It was just kind of
fun. It was just a fun moment there. But yeah, make sure you vote in that poll and find us on all of our stuff and watch our shorts.
Big People Little World and Inside of a Giant, or Big People Little World in a haunted mansion. That's what it was.
Yeah.
I just had to say those so that I remember it, so that way I can write it down.
We'll write it down right now.
Okay. Anyway, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year,
everybody.
Happy Holidays. We'll see you next year. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody. I like having this linger because it's nice to say goodbye. And SureManCool always does something awkward at the end if I don't tell him we're not. We haven't quit yet.
Put D's on your tree. Put D's
on your tree. All right, bye, everybody.
Yeah, put D's on your tree.
Okay.